Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Krishana, and if you are here, you're here to look at some really amazing books by Black authors for young readers. So I'm super excited about this video, mainly because these are all books that my toddler has read from babyhood all the way up. Now he's 3.5, and now I have a newborn at home and he's reading these books too. Well, these books are being read to him, let's be serious. But I'm really excited about this because I feel like it's important for, Black children to see themselves represented in books. And as you know, studies have come out showing that Black children and Black main characters in stories represent a very small percentage of the children's book market. So we're not even represented at the same amount that we're represented in America. So that 13% at least is not even being represented in the books. Most books for children have white main characters or animals. And so it's just wild to me that like Black main characters are not seen as important as like animals are, but whatever. Not here to debate that today, but I'm very excited to get into this book haul. So let's do it. Okay, so my first book is a personal favorite. There are two in this series, and it's called Whose Toes Are Those by Jabari Asim. And so I just really love this series. So there's Whose Toes Are Those and Whose Knees Are These. And so they're rhyming books, A-B schemes, so they're really interesting, and it's really easy for your little once they start hearing this book to be able to anticipate what's happening next, because everything's in a rhyme. There's like some really beautiful like illustrations here as well, and it's just a fun book to read, honestly, with your kids. So I would say, like, to me, this one is a must buy. Please buy them both. They're a great companion set, so these you have to have. Next, we have my favorite book of all time. Honestly, like, if I could gift every single person who's having a baby this book, I would. And so this book is called Shades of Black, A Celebration of Our Children, and it's by Sarah L. Pinckney. And honestly, like, this is just a really beautiful book. The only thing that I will say is this book was published probably in, it looks like, maybe 2000. So the images are old. And so like I can tell the images are old. Can my child tell? Absolutely not. But like when I'm looking at the pictures, which I'll show you in a second, like the kids' clothes are not up to date, right? So I would love if they would like do new photos of this and republish this book. So like somebody please, like Scholastic, get on it. Like we want an updated version of this book. But basically, the book is called Shades of Black, and we basically like have this mantra on every page about how like I am Black and I am unique. And then you go on and you show like different images of Black children, showing like the diversity of our complexions. We show like, that some people have like velvety orange skin like a peach. Some people have like the gingery brown skin in a cookie. Some people, are like popcorn. We even talk about hair textures, how it's all good, whether it's long or whether it's short. Hey, have kids with locks in it. We show that like some kids' hair look like a twisted corkscrew. Some is like a blade of grass. And each image shows like really beautiful, powerful messages about Black kids. And of course it ends at the end with this little like blurb, like I am Black, I am unique, I come from ancient kings and queens. When you look at me, what do you see? I am Black, I'm proud to be me, with the group shot of the children. It's just a beautiful book. And so like this book was really my child's entry into understanding Blackness and who they were. And so I would say, like, if you start reading your child this every single day, at the point that you have to really start explaining like what Blackness is to your child, they're already gonna understand it a little bit, because they're seeing positive images of themselves. They're seeing the diversity of Black complexions, Black skin, Black hair, and knowing and feeling affirmed that all of it is beautiful. And so honestly, that's just like an amazing message to get to your child young, before society and like these oppressive systems start telling them otherwise. So like this book, if you don't buy nothing else, you got to buy this one, please. Now we're going to get into some of our books for like a little bit older readers. I would say like you can still read these books too a little, but no, you might not finish them and their attention span might not quite be there. But if you are planning to have more children and you have a boy, I would say like Andre, the Best Big Brother was like a really good book. So this one is by Micaiah Wilson. And so what I was looking for by Michaela. I'm sorry, girl. What I was looking for in a book, when we had our newborn, I was looking for a book where my child saw themselves represented, but also understood what it would mean to be a big brother. And so what I really liked about this one was that like it acknowledges the feelings that a child might have when they become a sibling, right? So like you see that sometimes they might feel a little sad, you know, mom and dad are gonna bring home this new baby. So it is okay. You are still loved. We still love you. We still want to be a part in the community with you as well. Really well done. Look at the texture of the hair. Like, I mean, be for real. Be effing for real. Like, look at the texture of the hair. Like, it's just done well. It's just a really, really well done book. The next 3 books in the series were books that I picked up as supplemental additional texts for my child's homeschool curriculum. So we used the plain preschool, busy toddler homeschool curriculum, and every single unit, each one lasts for 2 weeks, and there's always a theme. And so the theme for the unit that I bought this book for was clothing. Now, this book was not on the list, but inherently I'm gonna look at the reading list and basically find books that I think make sense for my child as well. And so this one is called Red Shoes, A Dazzling Journey, and it's by Karen English. And it's just like a beautiful book. So basically, there's a little girl who gets a pair of red shoes, and she just basically like, you know, kind of goes about her life, like really enjoying these beautiful red shoes that she got. The illustrations are just done really, really well. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I got cut off because I don't have a lot of memory left. So I'm going to move pretty quickly through the rest of these. Anyway, the red shoes travel and even go global. So I'm going to show that to y'all really fast. But basically, this is a book that you should definitely buy. And it's beautiful. The next book that I have is called I'm a Little Brilliant Black Boy. And it is written by Joshua B. Drummond and Betty K. Bonham. This book is just really lovely. It follows the life of a little black boy. You can see that we have used this book a lot because some of the pages are falling out. The illustrations are done really, really beautiful. We see the child's at school. We see them playing with their friends. We see them confronting bullies, learning, playing. Also using their imagination. It's just like really good prose. And even though I would say that like, you know, it definitely is a little bit like for an older kid. We've been reading this one to our little since he was young, and he really enjoys this book. He always is pointing out people and like, oh, this person looks like mama, or looks like daddy, or looks like grandma or pop or whatever. So like he definitely likes this book and understands. And one of my favorite scenes in this book are the kids like with the lightning bugs. And then, of course, the street lights come on and the kids have to rush and hurry up and get home. Okay, so my next book is called King of Kindergarten, and it is by Derek Barnes and Vanessa Brantlin Newton. This book is great for your child if they're about to transition into school. We use this for my little when they transition into their part day preschool, but he had this book way before that as well. The illustrations in this book are just very, very beautiful. It basically like runs through the full morning of this little black boy starting kindergarten, basically knowing that he's a king and like, you know, that his little house and stuff is his castle. Up to his mama has locks and his dad has a bald head. If this is not me and my husband, listen, I mean, that's probably why I love the book. But basically, you know, the child goes to school. They show that there's like all different types of people in their school. They even have like parents who wear suits and ties to work. The teacher is a nice little black teacher. And so like, it's just a really, really good book. It's done really, really well. Tons of like imagination and beautiful illustrations. And so if your child is in the middle of a transition, I would say this one is definitely for you. The last book that I'm going to show was also a book that we purchased for our preschool curriculum, and it is called Squeak, Rumble, Womp, 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 and it's called A Sonic Adventure by Wynton Marsalis. And so this author of this book is a is a musician, and so like it shows really throughout the book. The illustrations again are done really well. We are introduced to a lot of different music, and basically shows that like music is like all around us all the time, like whether it's a saxophone or a dump truck, or you know, your alarm clock, like the music is in and a part of our everyday life. And it's just like a really fun book, tons of things for the child to like repeat. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me from the future. So I did not have enough space to finish that video on my phone. I know, so shambly. So I got me a good old place to save all of my data and videos in the future, so that should never happen again. But that is the end of the video. So if you enjoyed this video showing you amazing books for young Black kids, please drop a like. If you have any books, suggestions that you think would be great for people to check out, please put them down in the comments below. And if you know any other parents, people who are guardians taking care of young Black kids, share this video with them. Make sure they know where to get their books. As always, y'all, thanks so much for watching. And I'll see y'all in my next video, which I post weekly. Talk to y'all later. Bye.